Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. We have 17 properties today, and the last few days I just haven't felt like there's anything really to say as far as the list, but I'll try and pull a few things out just to remind you we're still here as I drop my pen and the interest rate. So if you watch yesterday's episode, you're going to see some information about the interest rates, including a link to a video with Phil Soper, who is the smartest guy that I know. And he had some really down-to-earth perspectives on the market and should I wait to buy and all those kind of things. So, second thing, Milton buyer class next Thursday night. I believe we start at 7 p.m. It's usually about 2.5 hours. I mean, sometimes it's a little less than that. Sometimes it's a little more depending on questions. But it is a full breakdown of all the steps, all the costs, everything you need to know. We talk about how you can pay your mortgage off in 6.5 years, how much your payments have to be. We talk about, accelerated payments. We talk about the things lenders look for, credit scores. We get into financial planning. We get into things like how to get access to homes before they're listed, how to guarantee your agent's going to protect you. We have about 50 slides from real life home inspections that'll give you a great perspective on things you should look for when you go out to open houses or whatever it is. There is absolutely no obligation to work with us. There's no cost to it. We just ask that you bring a food bank donation, and you can register at miltonbuyerclass.com. So 823 Laurier, you can see it's a semi-detached. I worry a little bit about the whatchamacallit, vines on the outside of the house. You've got to be really careful with that stuff. The home looks like it's been taken care of really, really well. Although really you've got to examine that. I've heard some feedback about a few homes that I've talked about in the last week where when you go see them in person, it sounds bad, but lipstick on a pig, right? So there's nothing, you can look at stuff all day online, but there's nothing that beats the impression of actually seeing homes real life and in person. Now, I believe that this home, that was the original structure right here. There may have been a small dining area, but this looks like an addition on the back. Lots of windows here. And you got 3 bedrooms upstairs and 2 they're not 2 full bathrooms. There is a 2-piece and a 5-piece bathroom upstairs, but even just having that second bathroom is a good thing. You've got a 34 by 120 foot yard, and you have lots of really nice tree coverage here. So looks good for $620. If you look at what you get in the brand new subdivisions, you get for this price townhouse, you're probably just cresting on semi territory. You're not getting a 120-foot lot. You're not getting that driveway, and you're not getting some of the other stuff like finished basements and all the rest of it. So I like this. Good price, offers anytime. So 358 Centennial Forest is in Drury Park, and we've talked about Drury Park in previous episodes. About 190 homes in this little subdivision. They're bungalows. You can see it's a 39 by 92 foot lot. And so it's a nice size where you have a little bit of separation from the neighbors. It's a single car garage. There's also double car garages in the neighborhood. You have a 3rd bedroom on the 2nd level, so you have a loft upstairs. And there's also a 2-piece washroom on the 2nd floor, if you follow my mouse here. 1449 square feet plus a finished basement. You obviously get a bit of a premium for being in Drury Park. I mean, that size of home right now is probably worth a little bit less than this. And so there's no pictures. The thing that comes off the wrong way, especially for the target audience, you have to remember it's a senior who's likely to buy in this neighborhood. There are people that are 40, 50 years old that live here, but predominantly 60, 65 is like your starting point to get in. You have this thing here, absolute bargain, unbelievable price, priced low and firm for a buyer who wants a great value on the best home. Won't last long. I mean, I've seen this description before. It's almost like a cut and paste thing. It's just so icky. Here's what it says in the broker's comments. Ready for this? Price low won't last. Do your buyer a favor. Write a clean full price offer and save yourself the fun of a full price counter. So that's a little bold. I mean, I like to see humble pie happen, and I don't wish the homeowners anything bad, but when it's that out there, I almost just feel like the agent just needs a little dose of humble pie to just say, oh, really? Well, it didn't sell in 14 days. Well, save yourself the trouble of selling it at full price and take my lower offer. Anyway, there's not many of these homes that come out. I do like it. I just find the approach is just everything that I dislike about our industry. So it's getting tough for those single car garages out there. Townhouses as well. You'll see a couple of townhouses. The $599 one on Lamont. It's a good deal. It's 1,800 square feet. Bowring. I mean, this would have sold for high eights a few months ago. Powell model. We have we had just under 1,900 square feet. Nice finishes. You got a finished basement here. You've got green space behind. Bowring's a very, very quiet street. It's great for kids to play hockey, ride their bikes. It's a good home. I thought they were listed, I think, closer to 800, and there's a big cluster of homes in the 800s. There's also some double garages that have started to come down on the range, which has put pressure on them. They're getting out ahead of the market, which is good. I hope this is enough, because I can tell that this home is a good one, and the price. I sold a townhouse for $825 at the peak of the market, and you're talking about a detached home, same size as the townhouse that I sold for $825, and you've got the green space as a bonus. This is a good one. Might get the pick of the day. So 44 miles, I'm surprised this one hasn't sold. I really thought they were at $920, and they've done a pretty significant price drop. It's a bungalow, which again, I talked about that. There's a big premium, whether it's Drury Park or anything else, 66 by 120 foot lot. The lot on this one alone is worth probably $600,000 or more. You've got some nice renos, California shutters. And you've got 3 bedrooms, 3 washrooms. So 3 washrooms on the main floor. There's an unfinished basement. And then you've got a hot tub. Really nice. Lots of driveway space. There's a double car garage, although you can't see it. I would have liked to see the camera just kind of sneak over a bit and get that garage that's in the back. But huge, 2,000 square feet bungalow. So you figure you build this one. Size of the land plus the cost to build it is more than what they're asking. So you're probably $1 million to kind of put this one together if you were to start from scratch. And you could buy it today for $879. So 953 Zielinski, $889, and I have the same model for sale on Bennett. Bennett's a bit of a busier street, but you get the premium for being close to the school. Ours doesn't have a finished basement. We're at $840. I could put a finished basement in that one for easily $50,000, less probably. But what I'm trying to say is we're not exactly breaking any showing records on that one on Bennett. So $889, it's going to be tricky when you've got something like Bowring, which is 300 square feet difference with green space. It's tough. There's more than 100,000 difference between this one and Bowring. So 4 bedrooms upstairs. I think 3 of the bedrooms have walk-in closets. That's your basement. And yard is pretty standard here too. So they're going to have a tough time. All right, that's the list. So remember, Milton Buyer Class next Thursday. If you're available, you are going to walk away with a lot of great information. We'll give you a book that you can take home. So even if you and your spouse both can't make it, bring the book home, share all the cool stuff that you learn. So there you go. Have a great day. We'll see you. It's Friday, so we're going to see you on Monday with another episode.